time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. And what a week. Guys, I just want to say before we start, we're obviously here to talk about 90 Day Fiance, but so much has happened this week, and I can't express enough how much all of the love and support from you guys means to me. So thank you guys, everyone who has just had my back. You don't have to, and I just appreciate it. And thank you guys for all of your love and support. I can't say it enough. It means everything to me. Apparently, Jason put together a surprise video. I have no idea what this could be, but it's tonight, premiering at 8:15. I really hope it is not silly videos of me just acting stupid for you guys, because I will freak out. I will freak out. Jason and I are constantly playing jokes and pranking each other. So if this is a prank video, I'm going to be so upset because I'm so excited for the surprise. Maybe I just need a glass of champagne for it. I don't know. Anyways, guys, as you come into the room, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. And let's, I guess, get started. I dropped the call-in link. So if you guys would like to call in, you are more than welcome to join the conversation. And with that, let's do this. Guys, I want to start with Mike and Natalie. And I made this thumbnail about Natalie because rumor is she and Mike are not together. We've known that for a while, right? But now I'm hearing chit chat about her potentially being with a woman at one point, and now she might have a boyfriend. I don't know what the hell is going on. So with that, I want to bring up one of my favorite YouTubers who is growing like a mother. I'm so proud of him. He's been in the game for so long. I mean, I think he's even said 10 years. And when I say that, he just got into the YouTube game very recently. Congratulations, Kempire. You're going to be at 100,000 subscribers before you know it. Let's bring him up.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I haven't done a live in so long, it feels like. So I'm excited to just be here with everyone.
And I was excited when I saw you drop the link. I was like, oh, shoot, we're live. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, you've had a busy week too.
Well, covering your story.
I mean, I've just seen, like, I've been watching your lives and I've seen how many people are in your room, and I'm watching your subscriber count and I'm like, this guy's doing it.
Well, much thanks to you as well for supporting me unconditionally. You know, you didn't know me from a hole in the wall, and so you supported me. So you always have my loyalty. I'm a very loyal person.
Hey, me too. If you ever need anything, let me know. But I am curious. I want to get back into this. I want to jump back into this 90-day stuff. Leave the mushy stuff for Instagram. But I want to jump back into the 90-day stuff because I want to just ask you, have you heard anything about this Natalie stuff and also potentially being with a woman?
No. You know what? I've been so caught up, like I said, on these YouTube streets have been hot this week. So I have not really been as committed to 90 Day and the gossip that's going on in 90 Day besides Big Ed and the whole petition for him never to be seen on TV again.
People are ruthless. I swear. It's you either love someone or you love to hate them. And even if they love you, they want to see you fail just so they can bring you back up, just to tear you back down. It is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. Poor Big Ed.
Poor Big Ed. Okay.
Poor Big Ed.
But speaking of hiding, bringing people up to bring them back down. That's the way I feel about Natalie and Mike. I'm loving to hate watch them now. It was a very good episode for them. It was hilarious to watch.
I mean, his mom, to be honest with you, I don't know whose side I'm on. And guys, if you're in the chat, let us know. Are you team Mike's mom and her mullet? And I can say that. I always say this. I can say that because I lived in Tennessee. I practically had a bowl cut and a mullet. Oh. I can say it. Okay. So are you team Mike's mom and her mullet, or are you team Natalie? Because Mike is obviously team his mom and goes with whatever she says, but she's kind of ruthless. She keeps pitching to Natalie what she needs to be doing. She needs to start interpreting for a job. She can't just put the weight of the world on Mike's shoulders. And Natalie is quick back with the comeback. She's like, do you think I got with your son for money? Because I could have got with anyone else if it was for money, because Mike surely doesn't have a whole lot. And Trisha's face was just like, it's like, girl, be careful what you ask for, because Natalie's brutal.
They made this episode for me even more than Angela, and I love Angela. You already know that, but I feel like the interaction between Mike's mom and Natalie was hilarious because the random laughing from Natalie had me cracking up. I was like, why is she laughing?
She's kind of her own little personality, to be fair. I mean, and watching them do this Thanksgiving dinner, and his mom is really not going out of her way. The only thing I don't understand at this point is she's here. They're married. Why make it more difficult than it needs to be? If you continue to drive a wedge between your son and this woman, he's going to be financially responsible for her, and she's going to just leave his ass. So what are you doing? You're kind of adding fuel to the fire when they've already pulled the trigger.
But you know what it is in real reality, we see this all the time. No matter if it's a K-1 visa situation, we see this with mother-in-laws all the time. I think she's honestly, that's her only boy, and it's making for great TV. Next to Angela, she's my next favorite character.
Trish?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I only hear Mullet Mom, and I completely forgot her name.
Oh no. I was kind of laughing because I don't know if I missed something, and I tried rewinding it, but it kept hitting me with the ads. Natalie freaked out after Mike was grabbing her inappropriately, but they are married, but they are filming and
right next to his mom.
Right next to his mom in her kitchen, so it still is inappropriate. But then she's like, "Your mom called me a hooker." I was like, "Did she call you a hook? When did she call you a hooker?"
And they didn't catch it on camera?
Did you see that part?
No. Only part that we got to see was your mom called me a hooker. I didn't see her call her a hooker. I'm guessing the cameras were gone at that point.
I don't think she called her a hooker. I think that this is maybe a miscommunication of some sorts. I think that Natalie, one, is already in her feelings. She's giving me total Sutton vibes from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, everyone's talking about me, but really, I mean, she is still kind of talking about her. But everyone's talking about me, but she really, I don't necessarily think, called her a hooker.
I believe her mom called her a hooker.
You think so?
Even if it was in a joking way, I believe her mom called her a hooker.
Do you think
see her mom saying, his mom saying, "Oh, are you a hooker or something?" and laughing about it like evilly.
See, I think Pat Clements might be right. Thank you, Pat, for the comment. Maybe she said a good cooker.
No, you guys are too naive.
Really?
She called her a hooker.
What do you think? She just like covered her mic really quick? Because think about it. The mic is like this, right? So it's right here. Do you think she just went, hooker? Like, wouldn't they have caught the audio?
Well, wouldn't they have played it if they had something?
I mean, I would think so. I
believe Natalie.
Okay, I need another person in the chat. Before I bring up our K1 Visa rep.
Oh Lord.
Who's been also out here in these YouTube streets.
Oh Lord.
Yes, she has. I want to bring up the super chat. Thank you so much, Crazy Cat Mama, for the super chat and the love. Only Natalie is the one who needs a real attitude adjustment.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Guys, if you haven't already, before I bring up this next guest, we have 150 in the room to get started. So go ahead, smash that like button. Let's get some more people in the room. And good morning.
How you doing?
Hey, by the way, I didn't even see the Wendy Williams clip. I just saw it in the chat, and I thought that was exciting. But now I've been looking everywhere for the Wendy Williams clip, and I guess she posts on her YouTube and her site much after the show, and I didn't catch it live. So somebody said, even if she mentioned you how she mentioned you, at least she mentioned you. I was like, oh shit, Wendy Williams is on here throwing shade. But that's okay. That's okay. That's what we love her for. So I'll take it. If you
even threw shade at her own brother. Okay, so it's okay.
Yeah, no one is safe from Wendy Williams. That's why we love the hell out of her. So thanks, Wendy.
Yeah, but I know that Wendy, I don't know her personally, but I know for a fact that she will appreciate a scoop. She won't attack you for getting the scoop.
Okay.
So
is that shade?
Deserved.
Was that shade, Miriam, to someone else?
No, maybe. Don't get me in trouble, Campire.
Okay. So we'll get back to how you doing later once we get the clip. Once I get the clip, I'll post it on Instagram, YouTube, wherever. But I do want to ask you, Miriam, was Natalie called a hooker or a good cooker?
Cook or a chef? Oh my God!
Oh gosh! Don't get me started.
Oh my God!
I love I love how you're throwing in these little shady moments here, but none of my time is going to that.
I know you don't worry. We are in the line of fire for you. I think it's really a matter of lost in translation. She understood something different. She might have said something, or she might have said, it's not like he called you a hooker or something. You're his wife. Maybe something along those lines. We know for a fact that her English is not at best yet,
right?
But she's getting better. Like I'm appreciating like more and more her vocabulary. It's really like has evolved from when she first started. So she's doing great to where she's at right now. But I think it's a case of lost in translation.
She called her a hooker.
And I am
you're relentless.
I am team all of them at different times depending on the topic. I am team mullet mom when she's telling her that you need a job. I think if she gets a job at the end of the day, it will only benefit her. She needs being financially independent is a good thing. She doesn't need to worry about Mike's mom's intentions.
But she did say, I only have one life and she wants to be in the entertainment business. That's probably part of the reason she even agreed to be on 90 Day Fiance, but she wants to come out here and be working. I don't know if she wants to be in front of the camera, behind the camera. She said, I'm a beautiful woman. So I'm guessing in front of the camera. But she wants to be out here in the TV field. So that's what she wants. She doesn't want to interpret, and she has a dream. I don't think that Mike's mom, I think she comes from a very different world where maybe that's not as easily attainable, but she does have to remember you guys are on national television right now. So in some capacity, she's already doing it. She might not be doing the way she wants to do it, but she's made it on television in America. So she's doing it.
See, Adam, I take that personally because before I was, I was a live interpreter. That was my first job here in the United States. And she is delusional because that pays crazy money.
Wait a minute. That shouldn't be taken personally. Did you want to come here and be a TV host?
No.
Oh, see? She just has a dream.
Well, I always wanted to give my opinion on housewives in some capacity. And I am thankful to you both. You're letting me live my dream through you both.
Okay. That's fair.
Your channels, But my point is, I was a live interpreter. That's a great gig if you're good at it.
What would something like that pay?
Oh, well, Arabic used to pay more than Portuguese. The hour of Arabic used to pay me, this is in 2006, $50 an hour.
Wow.
And each job, at least, even if it takes half an hour, 10 minutes, sometimes when I was going to a court, and they would dismiss my services because they don't need, I would get paid at least 2 hours and travel time. That was for the Arabic. And Portuguese was $10 less. So if this paid 50, that one paid 40. And if you get 2 to 3 gigs a week, that's a lot of money for something.
Look, if there's one thing we've learned during this pandemic, we can't chase the dollar, and we should be chasing our passions. Her passion is to be an actress. She wants to be the next Johnny Depp.
See, thank you. I can't believe she couldn't remember one other actress's or actor's name. She's like Johnny Depp, and then she looks to the side, and I'm like, come on, girl. I know you can squeeze another name out of that. You got this. I want to bring this up really quick. Thank you so much, Crazy Cat Mama. I am totally supportive of Mike's mom. Okay.
I'm supportive of our entertainment. That's what I'm supportive of.
Natalie. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you love to hate her right now, don't you?
Well, I mean, I'm a little all over the place, but I also caught the shade from Mike's mom when she said, you're not getting any younger. Are you thinking about popping out some children? I'm like, girl, have you seen your son? Oh, no shade, but I don't know if first of all, he has a little bit of I think he thinks he's funny, and he comes off with his little provocative comments sometimes, and the way that he acts, and he thinks he's really sly. I'm just not seeing it. But maybe it's just not my type. I don't know.
They have the components of a great spin-off.
Oh, no. You're going too far.
Yeah, I don't think they're together to be on a spin-off.
Because here you have the girl that doesn't know any names of actors, yet that's her dream. I would think if it's their dream, to do something, they would be more educated about the topic if it's really her dream. And what are the steps that she's taking to pursue her dream? Being an interpreter will let her like sign up for courses, acting courses, or even hiring or doing a portfolio so that she can get an agent. So she needs to be more strategic. She's just playing delusional, and she thinks she's like Miss Universe. She is blonde. She has green eyes, but she is, I don't know.
You
okay,
do not like Natalie.
I thought I was being a little bit shady in the best way possible talking about Mike, but okay, here we have a comment. Natalie thinks she is still hot. Sorry, you might want to change out your mirror. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, in comparison between Mike and Natalie, who's the hotter one? Natalie. The hotter one. But wait, so just backtracking to the beginning of what you said, she has a boyfriend?
That's what they're saying, that she's no longer with Mike and that she's been spotted with a new man who has a child. So, Miriam, have you heard about this?
I've heard about this, and I totally believe it, because like we know that they're not together anymore, and she can't be here on her own, obviously, because she is not financially independent. But then again, Mike now has to support her, even if she has a boyfriend.
For the rest of her life.
He has to support her. This is why people be careful who you like. If you want to bring someone, let it be at least for your peace of mind that you really love that person. At this point, I don't even think Mike really loved her, because it was like from the get-go, it was doomed to failure, this relationship.
Okay.
I mean, I beg to differ. She does have a lucrative YouTube career.
Oh.
For her cooking show?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you watching her cooking shows?
Every day.
Wow.
Okay, guys, apparently you have to go check out her cooking show. I want to change up the couples that we're talking about really quick, because I was really excited to see Tiffany and Ronald. Kim Pyre told me not to sleep on this couple, because at first I was like, why are we watching them? I really was not interested. I'm not going to lie. But now I'm getting more and more invested. First of all, I think her kids are adorable. And the way that her son is just so excited and always there for his mom and loves his sister. I love the dynamic. But he's finally got approved. He's been approved to come over, which we didn't think was going to happen, because he's done one of the worst crimes in history. What is it? Gambling? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think it was, I guess I don't know enough about gambling, but I was like, girl, you're making it sound like he like murdered somebody over there, and he gambled his money away. Anyways.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we have to backtrack one episode. When she said like, was advised by her sister not to tell, or that she needs to tell her dad, or she doesn't want to tell her dad doesn't watch the show. So doesn't the whole world know that Ronald had the gambling addiction, and that because of that he engaged in illegal activities? Like, how is that plausible? Do they think we are that dumb?
I can see him not watching the show The Father.
His daughter.
I don't know if I could, Kim Pyre, because I think in my head, like, honestly, if my kid was on a show, or I even know if I were to be on a reality show, I know my whole family would be like, "Whoop, Sunday nights, we're watching How to Make a Fool of Himself." Like, I know they would be watching, because your family, they're supporting you. I don't necessarily believe that her dad wouldn't know, but I think producers were like, this is a conversation maybe you guys have already had off camera, but we need you to have it on camera so we can connect the dots.
How long have they been together by now? Like, at some point, they should have had this conversation. Why can't he come? Why always you go? Like, any way you slice it, any way that her dad, if he's interested in his daughter's future, he would ask and would prompt that answer.
But the easy answer could be, well, it's immigration. That's why he can't come.
I don't.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm kind of
national TV.
Yeah, I get what Miriam's saying here, but one thing that was really frustrating me with this is when they were talking and they were on the group chat, and she had Ronald on there, and he's like vaping, puffing his vape, and not really giving it too much thought. I was thinking in my head, man, she's literally fighting to get you over here. You don't give her pennies. And now she's having her dad sign his life away to take care of you for the rest of your life in America if you make it to America. It just seemed really disrespectful. It seems like he thinks in his mind almost like a sort of sense of entitlement where he feels your family should be doing this for me. My family would never. They would never. They're like it. My family would tell me, if you can't support whoever's coming over, there's no way. My dad has told me my whole life, do not ever vouch for somebody else, because one day, this might be your best friend, but one day they might not be,
I am Team Ronald. I'm going to be controversial.
Your Team Ronald?
Yes.
Oh,
because not with his delivery. I don't like the way he is delivering, but I can get his frustration, because whatever source of income she has now, and she built a following on Instagram, this is how she's earning her money. Let's face it. He has something to do with it. If she wasn't part of the show, she wouldn't have this source of income. So yes, he is indirectly or directly, I might argue, contributing to her income. So he feels like you're getting all the money and I'm getting nothing.
No, I mean, it must be really hard to jump on a Zoom call with your wife. I understand where you're coming from.
No, that's not my point. My point is that she's keeping all the doughs and she's not sharing with him.
She's also she's a single parent supporting the kids. And he's taking responsibility for the son. Also, You said that you're Team Ronald, but Cubby0094 just said armed robbery and drugs. I just Googled Ronald.
Gambling will make you do crazy things. Gambling will make you do crazy things.
And also, he was an absent dad, so he feels guilty.
Listen, I am not Team whatever he did. If she's coming back at
Switzerland.
Tiffany, she married him. Tiffany married that guy.
That's true. That's true.
Look, people marry the wrong person every day.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you guys catch my Divorce Not Dead podcast with Caroline Stanberry? Because my parents have been married more than you can count in two hands.
I give mine.
Okay. I agree with Kempire, though. People marry people every day, and I totally see where Miriam's coming from. I'm curious to see how this ends up playing out for this couple, because if she brings him over, I just think that there's no way in hell. And I'm so for anyone who is coming over to be with their family or to have a better life, or if you have a dream or whatever the case is, I just wouldn't co-sign my finances and everything I've worked so hard for someone that I don't really know. Especially he's learning something new about him, even in this conversation where he finds out, armed robbery, drugs, gambling. Yeah, that would be the first person. If I had to go down a list, that would be the first person I would co-sign the rest of my life for.
And that reflects on who? Whose judgment? Tiffany's.
Right. I see. Well, then
Ronald is who he is. But Tiffany is the one who chose this man to still marry him after she learned about his gambling addiction and his past history, knowing about the hurdles, and knowing that at some point she couldn't just move to South Africa. And she's still going with this process after bringing a baby. So I feel like in this situation, both of them are equally to blame. Both.
Okay. Well, Patty and Austin said maybe Tiffany really has it in for Pops. And I thought that was interesting too, because if he doesn't watch the show, he better not start watching it now, because she's kind of raking his name through the mud. And then she's like, Dad, can you co-sign for me? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, I guess I was going to say, he's going to see this, right? But Miriam thinks that, I guess.
I think they're all in it because of the money that's coming in.
Okay. I guess let's move on. Wait a minute, real quick before we move on. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button and comment in the chat. Do you think Ronald will make it to the United States? And if he does, will they stay together? I want to ask both of you before we move on. Kempire, you're saying no.
I think possibly he'll make it to the United States. He still has the interview to go through process. Not sure if he's even made it here, but I don't see this relationship lasting, to be honest with you. You could see there's other issues besides the separation that's going on. When they were together, there were issues. I don't see it lasting, but you never know. A lot of people stay in bad relationships all the time.
Okay. And Miriam?
I agree with his last part. People stay in bad relationships for a long time, but I think he will come here because they are chasing the short-term gain. They are not having a vision, and unfortunately, they already involved the kid. Like they created the kid together. So this is why I think he's gonna
They
come.
created a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Before we move on to the next couple, I do want to say, Miriam, your mic has gotten a lot better. Did you change it?
No, I changed my setup. Like my office was in that corner, and yesterday I was like, I moved my desk.
Maybe you're closer to the router or something.
But now there are. I think it's a better spot in the house.
Also, she's not using her headphones.
The headphones.
That makes a big
haven't been using it.
Okay.
For you, Campire.
It sounds great. There's no static, and we can hear you perfectly. So okay,
great.
all right. I just wanted to listen, give praise where praise is due.
How you doing?
Okay, with the hands. Moving on, I want to talk about Angela and Michael really quick because Angela is she is her own big personality. I don't mean big like she's big. I mean her personality is big. I think Angela is probably one of my favorite cast members on TLC, and I like the fact that she is independent in the sense that she's going to do whatever the hell she wants to do. So if Michael and his family are, over here to the side, not in the United States, telling her, you need to have a baby, you need to figure out how you're going to disperse your funds, and you need to find out what's important in life. She's like, no, I'm going to live my best life and do whatever the hell I want. And I appreciate a good independent woman.
Yeah.
We already know how Miriam feels about Angela, but Angela is saving this season. I mean, this last episode, I really was just laughing at Natalie and Mike and Mullet Mom, but I always love seeing Angela. I love seeing Angela's interaction with the doctor and the whole smoking contract that she has to sign that she refuses to sign. But smoking is a serious addiction. Pops can tell you. It's hard to quit. It's harder than some hard drugs. So, I mean, I understand where she's coming from, but she can't possibly go through these surgeries and continue to smoke in her life. Look, we need her to be alive to save this damn series.
That's why you want her alive.
We need her to make it through.
Not for her grandchildren.
Wait a minute. I think this is kind of funny. Really quick, I have a friend who is currently on Bravo, and she used to do detox teas. And I was in this was like 5 years ago. I was in New York, and I was like, oh my gosh, does that detox tea actually work? Because it was always like, it's an ad. She's like, I've never tried it in my life. I was like, what? And you're out here pushing it? And somebody just said, oh my, Angela, what's up with the diet pill endorsement? Yeah, that's kind of ironic, especially when we saw you get a surgery to lose the weight. I don't know, but whatever.
I'm probably not using it.
Angela thinks she has her own rules. Angela would be a good spinoff. I agree with that.
I don't know.
I think if Michael came to the United States, Angela would be a good spinoff.
Exactly.
I like seeing Angela in Nigeria, though. Send Angela to Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Because everyone's trying to tell her what sort of woman she's supposed to be. And she's always telling everybody, the hell? I'm not doing what you can mind your own business. I'm not married to you.
I used to enjoy their story whenever she would go there because it would show the difference in cultures and mindset. But when she comes here, really, it's just showing how much of a hypocrite she is. She doesn't accept from Michael anything while she's flirting 24/7 with everyone.
Watching that, though, I'm almost thinking like, okay, you're getting a bit excessive with these doctors over here. I mean, you would be pissed, and we've talked about this, but...
The doctor is cute, though.
I didn't say he wasn't, but Val Comedian said Angela's privilege attitude is...
Shady.
Sunglass emoji, I guess. Do you feel like she comes off very privileged?
It depends on how you're describing the privilege. Is it her white privilege? Is her money privilege? Like, what is it? I don't know about privilege.
Let's say her finance. Like, do you think she comes off like is it the golden rule? He or she who makes the gold makes the rules. Do you feel like she has that mentality?
Oh, without a doubt. Have you met Angela?
I mean, technically not in person, but I would love to. I would have loved to meet the old Angela and the new Angela. I think they're both great.
I don't think that is why she is the way she is. She definitely has an American supremacy complex. Meaning, remember how outraged she was when Michael was denied? She thought just because she supports who she supports, that why I pay my taxes, why can't I bring him here? Like she had that entitlement.
I think no matter who was president at the time, she would have felt that way. She feels like, I'm an American.
True.
Why is this not working out for me?
Yeah, American supremacy complex. And she thought that especially having someone she loves in power, it was a no-brainer. And she really was blindsided by that, obviously.
Well, I'm reading the chat and people are saying that they feel like Angela is super abusive towards Michael.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, that's why we love her. I mean,
I just think she's definitely straightforward. I don't know. Abusive is such a strong word, but at the same time,
she's abusive.
Oh God. I didn't say that, Angela Dean. If you ever see this, I know that she watches YouTube. I did not call you abusive. I want to say that.
Sorry, I called you abusive and a bully, Angela.
And I agreed.
Hey, Angela, that's 2-1.
One loves you for it, and one doesn't love you that much for it.
I love you for it.
Okay. Well, I love you, period. So just don't forget that.
She definitely should come on the channel, though.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
All her family. I love that about her. She's an independent woman. That aspect I love. I just wish her delivery was a bit softer and more humble. And I don't know.
Listen, I kind of agree with her though, in the sense, if I go to buy a car, I'm not just going to buy the body. I need the engine, the tires, everything that goes with it. So she has one surgery and the doctors convinced her, well, you need to do a lift here because after you lose all this weight, this is going to change. So they convinced her to do that. And then they were talking to her about how the skin is going to start sagging too, especially after smoking and whatever the case is. So now she's gone this far. Why is she going to not kind of do everything? And she wants to look pretty. She doesn't want to all of a sudden come out here, like she said, and have like this like gobbler thing. And
you already had it.
I mean,
I didn't say
you
that.
guys are ruthless.
Listen,
No, I mean, she admitted. I mean, she already has it. So why not fix it? It's going to get worse. All of this.
Well, that's all they're saying is she just wants to fit. If she's already doing all of this to look better, she can't walk around and be this new version of herself and then have this one last thing that she has to worry about. Then that's going to drive her crazy.
I agree. And I support everyone on the journey of looking better because it will make them feel better. My problem with that is that I think we should remind her she promised Michael to work on having a child some way, somehow. And that needs a lot of money. And she is not doing that. She went for, after she scored her man and she sealed him with, like, with the marriage. Oh, now she's taking care of herself first. I get it, like, aesthetically. And I wish, like, yes, she needs to be healthier. Losing weight is a good thing, not only because to look a certain size, but well, come on, you promised that man. He's young, and his dream is to have a child. And
is that his dream?
I mean, I think that's the family's dream. That's fair. But she said I would try. She tried. She went there, and they said, "Listen, we went looking, and there are no eggs in the nest." So she's like, "Okay, well, that's great. I'm done. I tried."
For him. Or let him have a child with another woman, since you're flirting with the doctors here.
That woman, listen. Angela might be a little bit older, but I don't know if any woman wants to step to Angela because I feel like she would. What did they say? Like I don't even know. She'd mop the floor with somebody.
She scares me a little bit. She can't give him the baby. Either work for a surrogate or let him have a baby. The man, why deprive him from fatherhood? She's a mother. I feel like this is where she's really selfish.
He's not going to be deprived from fatherhood. You see all those grandbabies?
That's true. But you mean his own little baby?
He wants his own.
Oh, I think that would be a pretty baby too.
Here you go, and your feelings over there.
Yeah. Sorry, I have like little side thoughts. This head doesn't stop. Okay.
Wouldn't that be a great spin-off?
Here you go.
Having a baby with someone else.
Angela's having a baby, and it would be a photo, or in the intro, it would be Angela with her new self, and she would turn like housewife style, and Michael would sit there with his smile like this, and then there would be her daughter Skyla over here like this.
Skyla's not doing it.
And then you see like all of the grandkids like run through the intro. Oh, hire me, Angela. I got this. I do want to ask you guys before we move on from Angela and everybody again, if you haven't already, you guys go ahead, smash that like button. Let's get some more eyes in the room. But how much do you think between the tummy, the lift, and the facelift, how much total do you think Angela is spending on her surgeries? I'm gonna guess around 70, but I'm curious what you guys think.
I'm thinking closer to like 100,000.
Really?
Everything, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think she's paying for any of that. I think
Yes.
this is all being sponsored by the show and by these doctors, which they do all the time.
I agree. The cost is 70 to 100,000 because she went to California, and they're more.
And she's getting the best doctors.
Yes, but I don't think she's paying. I think they're getting like, oh, we did Angela. We did Angela. That's something.
Can you guys hear this tapping above me?
No.
I am moving in less than a month, and I cannot wait because I feel like I don't know what these people do upstairs. It's 1,200 square feet. What are you renovating?
Maybe they're having fun. Maybe they're having brunch.
You know what?
Okay, so I have Thumper and Thumper above me, but it's like this isn't even the master bedroom. What is it? I don't know what's going. Okay. Anyways, we have the
can't
same
hear it,
layout. I don't know what the hell you're doing up there, but that's okay.
We can't hear them though.
Miriam's like, okay. So moving forward, I want to talk about another couple, and this is probably Miriam's favorite couple because this is one of the only storylines that she believes is so authentic and so real. That's why she watches the show. Now, if I'm wrong, Miriam, you can let me know. But I want to talk about Elizabeth and Andrei.
Oh, God.
No, that's not your. That's not your favorite.
Oh wow! I really thought you were gonna talk about the young couples. One of the young couples.
No. I mean, they are a young couple, so yes.
Well, but their story's so thirsty and old.
Well, there's a real fight coming, so we're going to have to wait and see. You don't think so? I'm not talking about.
We saw the fight.
Huh?
We saw the fight
Between Charlie
Libby and her sister. Oh, we mean the other.
Charlie and Andrei.
No. I was talking about the fake fight that we saw on the boat.
No, that was silly. And then Elizabeth posted on Instagram this morning, family, blah, blah, blah. And they're all like standing together like sisters, like with their arms around each other. So I'm like, did you guys just after this and after they wrap filming, all go get a drink and say, oh, girl, we did it. That's going to be so big on TV. Could you imagine?
I believe they did do that.
I honestly think that Charlie has a real disdain for Andrei. I think Andrei has a real disdain for the whole thing. I think that is very
real.
They do not like each other.
I think that is real. The dislike is real. But this is where, for me, I can't stand them. After I saw some pictures of Elizabeth, like by the Christmas tree, not wearing much clothing.
Oh my God.
Well, she's on OnlyFans. She's got to do her thing.
Oh my, come on. Like, do we need to see that? I need therapy right now.
You act like this woman, you act like you just said or saw some Hills Have Eyes character standing next to the tree. She's not hard to look at.
No, I'm not saying she's not pretty. She is. She's prettier than Natalie for sure. But yeah, she is. Natalie, like, I don't know, her ways like make me not see her cute. But not that Liz is better, but at least in the show, she tries to portray herself as the voice of reason. Sometimes she checks Andrei. So there are some redeeming qualities. I feel like this whole family is in it for the spin-off on HDTV.
Okay. I'm curious if you, real quick before we continue on with them, if you had to say who was the best looking male and female cast member, they don't have to be in the same little duo, but who would you say is the best looking male and best looking female on this season?
Male, probably I would give to Andrei.
Okay.
I don't know.
Female, I don't. I mean,
I honestly,
for me,
mine's
the whole
probably
package,
Kalani. Yeah.
The whole package.
I mean,
for me, of all times.
No, just looks, because a lot of them have personalities of a doorknob.
Exactly.
Just looks.
For me, relationship-wise and look-wise, I would vote for Pau and her husband.
Who?
Pau and what's the name?
No, this season.
This
season, nobody.
Nobody. See, I would think that it would honestly, Kalani would be my first pick for the women because I think that she's stunning, and then.
Yeah, she's beautiful, but with Asuelu, she doesn't look good.
I'm going to give us, listen, Asuelu, somebody's got to throw you a bone over here, man. I'll say that you're the best looking guy.
You know what? Why are you sitting over there lying?
You know you are. Like,
Okay.
you got the
Okay.
looks. Come on.
I didn't say anything bad here. All right. So let's go on then. I guess you guys are not here for Elizabeth and Andrei, and Andrei and Charlie are not here for each other. We get this dynamic is just a bunch of bull. And also, it's kind of ironic the fact that, is there an echo?
No, keep going.
Kind of ironic the fact that Andrei can say whatever he wants about her family and run their names through the mud, but the minute that someone calls him out of his name, it's like, oh, game on, girl. She did not say that about you. She didn't talk about my husband like that. It's like,
it's so fake.
Elizabeth, be a better actress.
No, get off this show. Know when your time is over. Their time is up. I believed them up until this season, and I'm like, okay, y'all have
According
gone
to
too
TLC,
far.
it's not.
We agree.
Fire those producers, TLC.
Hey, you're out here trying to take people's jobs away from talent to production.
They're not. Look, at the end of the day, if you're not bringing the quality, there are plenty of people that can take over your job and do a better job.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
there is a problem. I think all these reality TV shows, they are really going cheap or not really investing in good production. It is affecting even the way I think like there needs to be a more close timeline, like not like airing now what happened months ago. Just because channels like both of your channels keep them honest all the time. So then you find, why am I watching if I know that now they're not together? Why am I watching if I know that she is not really rich, like Erica? You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like they need to make it like more up to the minute. They tape now, it airs in a month maximum. So
Do you even realize how TV works? They can't do that.
well, then they need to do something. I think they have the means. They should.
But they also have to, just like, you know, not to get off topic, but like Bling Empire took like 2 years to put on Netflix because after, I mean, I only know this through my interview with Kelly Mealy, but because they had to translate every video for every single country that it premieres in. So I think that in itself is probably a lot of work.
Yeah, but Bling Empire is different. That was it was amazing. I binge watched it like in one night. I could not go to bed. Like
I think we all did.
it was amazing, and it was a kickoff season, so nobody was following them prior to that unless you really know them. So then there is no disconnect about what happened to what we know it's happening. Now all eyes are on them. Like, not really, but like if they come for season 2, we will know, oh, but wait, you're not together anymore. Like, you know, there will be that. That was a kickoff season. So I think with them, it's okay. And they were fabulous. I can't see anything wrong with that franchise.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, jumping back in really quick, I want to segue back into 90 Day Fiance and talk about another one of Miriam's favorite couples. And I think you actually might like this couple, Miriam. I'm not even being facetious. And I can't even spell facetious, to be fair. But I'm not being facetious.
Cetious.
Ask Natalie to help us.
Okay. Or I'll ask Julia. She's doing better. Yara and Jovi. We know that Jovi is leaving the scene because he has to go back to work. Yara knew what she was signing up for. She knows that this is his job. And at first, that's what kind of made him exciting because he could go off and work these, you know, long months. And then he would have all of this free time to go spend time with her. It was exciting in the beginning, but now that there's a newborn baby in the mix, it's not as exciting. I felt so bad watching her in this moment because you can tell sometimes I used to find her to be so just harsh and kind of intense. And now you just see like, she just doesn't want to be a single mom. She doesn't want to raise Mila by herself. And, you know, he's like, well, go stay at my mom's house. My mom will help you. And that's nice that his mom's willing to do that. But like she said, I didn't have the baby with your mom. Oh, God, I'm knocking my mic. I'm getting excited.
And also it's in the middle of a pandemic.
And it's right.
Well, you know what? I think they are the typical case of a young couple that didn't think through the ramifications of being in a marriage. I think everything happened, and the happenings led to their next step. I really feel like her feelings were genuine. I feel for her, and in her case, I won't say, but you knew, they were like they were kicking it. They were like having fun, traveling. Then she gets pregnant. Okay, so they think, okay, we need to get married then, really, because to raise the child. And I feel like his family is supportive. I love his mom. I feel like there is hope, but I think she will be like, once she gets her papers, she will be either traveling to spend more time with her mom, or bringing her mom over the US so that she's not alone all the time. I really feel bad for them, but I think there is hope there. I really do.
Do you think this couple will last?
Longer than any other, yes.
I think they'll. I honestly, you don't think they'll last, Kimpar?
I mean, I think they'll last longer than some of the other couples, but I don't think in the long run, I think they'll forever be connected because of their child. I don't know about them being together forever, especially with Jovi. Jovi is so immature, and as soon as the world opens back up, Yara is going back to her country.
I agree with you. I think, but I think there is longevity there. I'm not saying forever.
No.
But, and I think if they split, it's going to be amicable. It's not going to be nasty.
Okay. All right. Well, another couple that I'm curious if you think they're going to last, and they were celebrating good news last night, would be Brandon and Julia. Julia does not have her green card yet, but she was granted, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is what I caught. Jason was trying to talk to me at the same time. So, Daniel.
Leave Jason alone.
Yeah. No, I know. I really have to, because listen, he's been going to bat for me this past week. So you are granted to be left alone for the amount of time that you were defending me, which is 5 days. So I'll just 5 days. How about
we
that?
all need a Jason in our
Look, hold on. Trust and believe he probably have to defend you for the rest of the week. So you might have to hold out on
Oh
him.
my gosh. Don't say that.
Longer.
Don't say that. Oh, okay. Julia and Brandon. Julia was granted the ability to work, and I'm excited to see what she ends up doing for a job. But my biggest question is, do you think this couple will last?
I think they'll last as long as Yara and Jovi. They're young and dumb.
They don't have kids. I don't think if they're not going to last, it's not going to be as long because there's no kid involved. I think the dynamics will change once the women become more independent, meaning like they can earn a living or they can move in and out of the country without the restrictions. I think that will change. And as they grow, they're so young.
Yeah, they are young. I mean, technically they're older than me, but they're young. So they're older than me, but they're young.
But Jason is very mature. Like he has a head in his...
But look, just a reminder, I still do not like this couple. Get them off the show.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, you two.
I'm gonna say it every week because they bring nothing. We got a little bit of the parents this week that saved them a little bit, but I was hate watching that. I was like, fast forward. I can't. I watched it already once. I can't watch it again.
Not fast forward. Jesus.
I don't understand that. You can watch Angela, but you can't watch them.
Angela makes me laugh. They don't make me laugh.
I'm kind of with Miriam on this.
His parents, oh my God, they're obnoxious.
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm curious though, because the parents want a real wedding. A bigger wedding, a proper wedding, let's just say. And Julia is not having it. She doesn't want this wedding, right? And she feels like it's their way of trying to keep them on the farm longer. But Brandon's calling it her conspiracy theory. I mean, that is kind of, it's like Natalie thinking she was called a hooker. I don't necessarily know if that's their way to try. Are they saying you need to have a big wedding and you guys need to pay for it?
I don't think that's not what I got, and I still believe Natalie, Mike's mom called Natalie a hooker, but I don't believe there's any conspiracy theory. I think this is all pre-produced, and they just want something for the show. But this one, her tea,
coffee.
Coffee.
Oh yeah, don't mess that up.
Let me show. Oh, where is mine?
Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat, super sticker. I mean, I appreciate you. And thank you for supporting our channel. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button. And I guess, okay, we'll just move on to our last couple that we have. And honestly, she was my first pick as far as being the prettiest one on the show. I love Kalani. I just don't understand this dynamic. I feel like she gave birth to 2 children and then she married to another. She's married to another child. I can't speak, damn it.
She had 2 kids with 1 kid.
She had 2 kids. Thank you, Mary.
That sounds bad.
Oh yeah, that does sound bad. Okay, well, you guys all know what we're talking about because you're watching 90 Day Fiance, so you guys get what we mean. But she's done a 180. She has realized after this horrific car accident that Asuelu got into, and knowing that his life could have been taken away in an instant, that she loves this man, that he's important. And it sucks. Sometimes it's one of those, I feel like it goes back to that whole saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And thank goodness he's not gone, because that would have been awful. But it made her kind of wake up and, say, I'm going to try and make it work with this man. I love him. We have kids together. We just have to mold him a little bit. He has to
mold him.
Yeah, you have to grow. Well, I mean, we all have to do it. Listen, if anybody, I can say this as a gay man, if you get in a relationship with a dude, you got to mold this man, because they just do whatever the hell they want.
Did you mold Jason?
Actually,
Impossible.
I looked busted when I met Jason.
Ah!
I showed up and I had a Hollister shirt on that had I think it had a wine stain on it. I was wearing.
No.
Wow.
I know.
You look good, man.
I know. I was wearing Payless white kicks, and I had ripped jeans, and I walked up and I introduced myself to Jason 8 times. He kept telling me to go away, and I kept walking. The bar was a square, and I would walk around and I would give it like 10 minutes, and I'd be like, "Hey," he's like, "You just did this."
Oh, come on, Adam. You look good in a potato sack.
That's interesting. I didn't know that story.
Yeah, it was at Pump too, which is kind of funny because it came full circle. But
wait, so before we move on, what happened in the 8th time?
Well, he had this obnoxious roommate who hated me after the first time, who was actually, the roommate had a big crush on Jason, but I would go up and the roommate was just kind of one of those like super intense guy, like gay man, I can say that, right? I'm just making sure what I can say. But he was very intense, and he's like, did you not get the memo? Walk away. And then I'd be like, okay. And I'd walk away, and then I'd come back. And then he'd be like, didn't we just do this? And I'd be like, I remember, I think after like the 7th or 8th time, that's when Jason finally talked to me, because he like split us away from each other. And I looked at the guy and I was like, I'm not talking to you. I could give a hoot. Mm-hmm. Because I was just like locked in on, I'm going to introduce myself to this person. He's like, right, you did that 7 or 8 times. And then finally I just gave up and I walked outside, and as Jason was leaving, he's like, hey, and then we exchanged numbers, and I was like, gotcha. That's it.
Now I need to talk to Jason on what was he thinking during that time?
He was thinking, this kid is annoying. I was 10 years younger than him, and I was not old enough to be in a bar.
What I'm thinking is, why didn't we see this on the show?
Because I would be living in shame for the rest of my life. So
that's amazing.
Yes. There's more to the story, but it's not YouTube appropriate, so we will just keep it going.
We'll have to have him come on the podcast.
Oh, no, we need to find out.
So Kalani, no, never mind. So Kalani and Asuelu, I'm just thinking about it in my head. Kalani and Asuelu, we're hoping that this revelation works for the family, for the couple, right? She's learned that if, God forbid, anything happens and Asuelu and her do not work out, her father is responsible for Asuelu. And Asuelu doesn't necessarily have to go back to, his home, where he came from. Samoa?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I blanked on that.
I
blanked too. I just had it in my brain.
To share here and to say that this won't fix the relationship. Because I thought the same when there was like a life or death scare with my ex-husband. I thought that he was going to change. We had real problems by then, and he did not change.
Miriam?
Change. So Asuelu won't change. We know who he is. You cannot change a person.
Do you see this glass? Do you see how it's half empty?
I don't think it's gonna work.
You're being very glass half empty right now.
I am. It's unlike me. Usually I am. But
unlike you just went after Natalie. You talked about mullet
yeah,
mom.
like, no, I'm assessing from afar. Like, it doesn't look like she is. I don't think they love each other. I really don't. I don't think they love each other. All these couples, Andrei and Liz, maybe there's feelings there. I feel like Michael really loves Angela, but I don't think there's no respect. I feel like there are some things that are important in a relationship, and Asuelu doesn't respect Kalani.
And I think he still comes from that, and this is a cultural difference, I guess, but I think he still comes from that mentality, like, I'm man, you are woman. You should take on the responsibility, like the kids and all of this other stuff. That's on you. That's not on me. I'm here to just make sure that you are pregnant with child, give birth to that child. I watch it grow. I'm proud of my son. Boom. Don't ask me to change a diaper. And she's like, okay, we're not stepping back to 100 years ago. Get your together and let's talk about this, because I don't live in the dark age. I don't live in this mentality of I'm man, you're woman. I really like the way that she defends herself all the time.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Then
I do too. But
you see tidbits of him though sometimes where he looks very frustrated, and he looks like it's almost like he wants to react, but he knows cameras are there. And I always get nervous with somebody like that.
Well, you know, I've said this multiple times, and I think Dana said it a couple of weeks ago. I think it's
shout out to Dana. Hi, Dana.
Hey, Dana. I think partially it's him being it's culture, but then I also think there is this emotional intelligence that he doesn't have and probably will never have.
I agree.
Okay.
No shade, Asuelu. I'm just saying.
Okay, it's okay. He doesn't know how to find my YouTube. Dear Dana, thank you so much for the super chat. They do not know what love is yet. Room for growth. Sending big love to all. By the way, happy Monday. Oh, thank you, Dana. Thank you for the super chat. We love you. Okay. Well, my only thing I was going to point out is now the fact that Kalani, am I echoing?
No, keep going.
Now the fact that Kalani's dad is responsible for Asuelu for the rest of his life, honestly, if they don't make it work, his mom is going to be like, come to me. And he's going to get to reside in the United States, sit on his behind, and collect from Kalani's father until Kalani's father takes him out because he doesn't want to pay for him anymore. That's a scary man too.
He's a lot more scarier than Asuelu.
Yeah, and the way when he talks and he's like, you know, Kalani. And he has that raspiness.
It's kind of sexy though. It's kind of sexy.
Sometimes I feel like her father is more Team Asuelu than Team Kalani.
I think because he gets the culture and he gets where Asuelu is coming from.
So he's a chauvinist at heart. That's proof that he will never change. Asuelu, for someone to portray more sympathy towards someone that's clearly abusing your own daughter, like, come on.
Oh, but come on. Let's, abuse is a big word.
No, I mean,
abuse is a big word.
He emotionally abuses her. Like, they don't have a connection. They sleep in separate rooms. What do you think that is? Like, he uses her just like for his needs.
Oh my God, that hurt.
You got excited.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah. Are we okay? Hold on. I want to just say this really quick. I always appreciate the heck out of both of you, but I'm getting in the chat. There's a slight echoing.
No, echo. I'm sure there was an echo, but I just say keep going because it's just gonna happen. There's nothing we can do. We just have to keep it going.
Listen, I'm using the YouTube thing, so if I hear an echo, I don't know that it's just going to go away. Okay.
Now there's no more echo.
Kempire Date. Thank you, Kempire. You don't have to. What do you? Thank you for the super sticker. Congrats, Adam Fallon Gobadia interview on June 10th. By the way, I asked Fallon last night. I just want to say this really quick. I asked Fallon last night what time we're dropping the interview on June 10th. And I don't know if I'm allowed to give that time yet. But when she told me, my mind was blown. I was like, you, my friend, are like, she is like, I could not believe that. You'll know when the time comes out. But I was just smart. Like, she's
a Taurus. Of course she is.
And then Alabama Camper, it's been a minute. Love you, Adam, and congratulations on such a great 1 year. Thank you so much.
Yes, happy anniversary.
Hey, thanks. Happy anniversary. I asked Jason, I said, I want to get one of those little cakes that says 50,000 subscribers 1 year and then just do like a boomerang and then I'll throw the cake away. And Jason's like, okay, frugal, mister, I don't spend a dime on anything. We're not going to buy a cake just for that. And I was like, okay, fine, I won't buy a cake.
You eat the cake.
No, I don't like cake, so I just do it for a boomerang.
Who are you?
That's what he said. He said, what do you think? You're like some Barbie doll influencer who's like cake. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, that's pretty. Yeah, that's kind of obnoxious.
If we live closer, I'd just eat the cake for you.
All
we'll
right.
eat the cake for you. I don't like icing. I like the cake.
And then down with Jason. Jason, I guess he's in the room. I hope he hasn't heard anything. Hey, everyone, watch the 1 year video tonight. It's fun. I don't know what this 1 year video is. Again, if it's a video of me doing something stupid, Jason, we live in the same condo and I will come for you.
Oh my
Love
God.
you so much.
I can't wait.
Do you know what it is? Has he told you?
What? I can't hear. What?
Okay.
What happened?
Okay. With that, guys, we just hit 1 hour, literally right now, 1 hour and 1 second. So we just hit 1 hour. Guys, thank you so much for everyone in the room. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Also, thank you to everyone, including you, Kim, since I have you on the panel, for supporting our channel. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Before we end up going, K1 Visa Rep is building her YouTube channel too.
I am not.
So
Okay.
why are you laughing at her like that?
Because I know.
I have only 4 subscribers and he's one of them.
Still only 4?
You know, but I never ask people to subscribe to my channel because, like, I'm not going to do it. I know I'm not. As long as you guys can bear me and welcome me. And I just want to give you a shout out, like, Adam, in your channel, I met Kempire, I met RJ. I saw so many nice people, and I love it. I really do. Just follow me on Instagram. Maybe I can do some paid, like get paid for being an influencer one day. But that's
okay.
Every now and then I have some political views because.
Hey, go on, Natalie, with breaking into the influencer game.
Yeah, but I'm not, like, I'm joking. But follow me on Instagram. I would love to have not paid by.
You might want to tell them where your Instagram is.
Yeah, you have to give us the handle. That's probably part of the reason people are not subscribing, because you're not telling them.
_paid_by_anyone.
Yes, on Instagram.
I pay myself, but I'm an employee.
I could learn a thing or two from Kempire over here, because I'm always like, all right, Kempire, before we go ahead and plug your channel. And he has like a 30-second monologue where he's like, all of the,
It's adorable.
And on my intro, well,
you have one too.
I know, but I get so much crap because I'm always like, if you guys
I just got a follower.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes. Thank you.
Kempire?
Yes.
Where can we find you? Watch Miriam. It has a ring to it.
Oh, Lord. You guys can find me on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. And of course, be sure to subscribe to my podcast, Kempire Radio, new episode out every single week.
I like that. And also, just to reveal, in case everyone is wondering, this big burning question, who is the mystery person who just followed, not paid by anyone? Jenny M said that was me. So, Jenny, we're sending you love back. And thank you so much for your Instagram story post yesterday, Jenny. And I hope you and your little beautiful family are doing well. Guys, thank you so much. Hey, Adam, did you get tickets to Bravo? You'll find out soon. And if you guys caught my Instagram today, I am going to Salt Lake City. So we will keep you posted.
Oh, my God.
To hang out with Jen Shaw?
Huh?
To hang out with Jen Shaw?
Why else would I go?
Wow.
Oh, you going for that exclusive interview? Wow. Oh, you got the first interview with Jen Shaw?
Oh my, no, I don't want to be on the set.
Wow.
No.
I have a feeling I have another person in mind for as far as guessing, but wouldn't that be amazing?
I wouldn't, listen, Jason, okay.
Oh.
Okay, Shady Boots. Okay.
No,
I don't have an interview with Jen Shaw. I'm not even going to tease that.
Wait, that would be epic, though. Imagine the Fallon music that you played, and then all of a sudden she's in a jumpsuit, and you're on the other side of a glass. That would be amazing. I can see it already.
I can see it. I can see it.
You guys are happen. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, make sure that you go and help Miriam's subscriber count. And if not, go follow her on Instagram. Go follow Kempire, because Kempire really does cover it all. And if you haven't already, hit that like button. And I guess Jason dropped a surprise video to celebrate 1 year. It premieres tonight at 8:15. I will be live tweeting. Live tweeting? What the hell am I talking about? I will be live chatting with everyone who joins us. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, bye, bye. My favorite show of the week. Okay. Orange is not her color. Okay. Jeez. Okay. You guys are shady. Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye, 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 bye.